Hey everyone, welcome to another deep dive.
Glad to be here.
Today we're looking at She Rises Ethiopia,
Yeah,
an organization that's working to empower women in Ethiopia.
right.
And we've got their website,
Very nice.
some news articles about them.
Uh-huh.
So we're really going to try to uncover how exactly they're making a difference and what their overall impact looks like.
Sounds good.
One thing that really jumped out at me
Okay.
was that She Rises was actually founded during a period of conflict back in 2022.
Wow.
Yeah. So to launch an organization with that kind of purpose during that kind of turmoil,
Yeah.
it's pretty remarkable.
For sure. I mean, to have that kind of vision and commitment in the middle of all that is
Absolutely. And then we have the founder, Beredu Tessema.
right.
She seems so passionate about challenging these really deep-rooted gender disparities,
Yeah.
especially in rural areas where traditions often really limit women's opportunities.
Challenging those norms is so important,
Yeah.
particularly in fields like agriculture, which are typically male-dominated. Yeah, it's really interesting.
To see someone really pushing for change in that area?
Absolutely. So let's dive into how She Rises is actually achieving these goals.
Oh,
What are their key strategies,
right.
and what does their impact really look like?
Well, their mission statement really emphasizes integrated and sustainable approaches.
Oh, interesting.
And that tells me they're not just looking for quick fixes.
Yeah,
They're really focusing on long-term solutions that actually empower women to become self-sufficient.
and you can really see that in the range of programs they offer, right? They
Okay.
cover skills training,
Yeah.
education, healthcare, advocacy,
Right.
psychological support,
Wow.
and even basic needs assistance.
It seems like they're really trying to address the whole picture.
Yeah, it's not just about one specific area.
Exactly. It's about recognizing
Yeah.
that true empowerment requires a multifaceted approach.
Right.
You have to look at all of the social and economic.
And even emotional challenges that women in Ethiopia are facing.
And education seems to be a key focus for them.
Oh, definitely.
They stayed on their website,
Okay.
at She Rises Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
Our education initiatives are designed to equip women with the skills and knowledge they need to succeed.
That makes sense. I mean, education is really the foundation for so much.
Right.
It can help women become financially independent, think critically,
Uh-huh.
and really become leaders and advocates in their communities.
They also seem to really understand the importance of community engagement.
It looks like it.
Yeah, they run these local forums,
Right.
and they describe them on their site as,
Oh, okay.
at She Rises Ethiopia,
Yeah.
we host local community forums to raise awareness on key issues affecting women.
So I'm imagining these forums are really creating a space for
Mhm.
women to come together, share their experiences, advocate for their needs, and really build that sense of solidarity.
And that can be incredibly powerful. Right.
Absolutely.
So let's bring in those news articles now.
Okay.
One from December 12, 2024, focuses on early marriage,
Yeah.
which is such a significant issue in Ethiopia.
Especially in rural areas.
Exactly.
Early marriage is often tied to things like poverty
Wow.
and lack of educational opportunities.
Mhm.
So addressing it requires a pretty complex approach
Definitely.
that combines cultural change
Yeah.
with providing viable economic alternatives for families.
There's another article from December 7th, 2024,
Okay.
that highlights the challenges of bridging the education gap
Yeah.
for girls in rural Ethiopia.
This connects back to She Rises' focus on education.
Absolutely.
It seems like they're probably providing access to schooling
Yeah.
resources, maybe even scholarships.
Right.
Really trying to remove those barriers that prevent girls from getting an education.
And then we have the article from December 3rd, 2024,
Okay.
From Marginalization to Mobilization, Women Leading Change in Ethiopia.
That's a powerful title.
Yeah, and it really shows how women in Ethiopia are stepping into these leadership roles.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's really inspiring to see them defying traditional expectations
Yeah.
and driving positive change.
And I'm sure She Rises is playing a part in this.
I think so.
They're giving women the tools
Right.
and the support
Mm-hmm.
to really develop their leadership skills and their confidence.
And they have a really powerful quote on their website.
Oh, what is it?
It says, "We must redefine our own sense of self-worth and power.
Mm-hmm.
As women,
Yeah.
it's time to take the lead and shape our future."
It's not just about providing services. It's
No.
about fostering a change in mindset,
Yeah.
empowering women to really believe in themselves
Absolutely.
and to be in control of their own lives.
And now let's talk about the amazing woman behind all of this.
Right.
the founder, Beridutesima.
She seems incredible.
She does her dedication to empowering women,
Yeah.
especially those in rural areas,
Mm-hmm.
is really commendable.
For sure.
So beyond founding, She Rises,
Okay.
she's also worked with organizations like CAMS Engineering,
Interesting.
where she was advocating for increased female participation in agriculture and agribusiness.
That's significant because those are fields that are typically dominated by men.
Exactly, and by challenging those gender norms,
Yeah,
she's really paving the way for more women to access these opportunities.
absolutely.
So we've talked about She Rises' mission,
Uh,
their programs,
Yeah.
and their founders' amazing work.
right.
But to really understand their impact,
Mhm.
we need to kind of dig a little deeper
Okay.
into how all of these pieces work together.
Sounds good. What's interesting is She Rises isn't just focusing on the immediate needs of women.
Right.
They're really trying to address those deeper kind of systemic issues that keep perpetuating gender inequality in Ethiopia.
It's about like creating a ripple effect,
Yeah.
right? Empowering women can lead to stronger families,
Yeah.
healthier communities, and ultimately a more equitable society as a whole.
And their focus on sustainability is key there.
Oh, totally.
It's not about giving a one-time handout.
Yeah.
It's about equipping women with the tools
Right.
and the resources they need to really thrive on their own.
So it kind of makes you wonder, if this is working so well in Ethiopia,
Mm-hmm.
could their model be replicated in other places?
That's a great question.
Right? Could it work in countries that have totally different cultural contexts and different challenges?
Well, they've clearly shown an ability to adapt to local challenges, right?
Yeah.
Like you mentioned their work addressing early marriage.
Right.
So could those strategies be kind of tweaked to fit different cultures or different economic situations?
It really raises a broader question about empowerment models in general.
Yeah.
Like, are there some universal principles that can be applied anywhere?
Yeah.
Or does every situation require its own unique approach?
That's definitely worth looking into.
It is.
You know, if you're interested in learning more about this,
Yeah.
you could always research other women's empowerment organizations around the world,
Right.
see what kind of strategies they're using,
Yeah.
what similarities do they share, what differences are there.
That would be interesting.
It's a fascinating area to research for sure.
And She Rises gives us a great place to start.
Yeah.
They have a really clear model,
Uh-huh.
and they're getting results.
Let's take a closer look at their website for a second.
Okay.
They have a section where they highlight their impact, and they say,
Okay.
we are reshaping how individuals, organizations, and movements view and support women's empowerment.
That's a pretty bold statement,
It is.
but it seems like they're actually living up to it.
They are.
It's not just about providing services.
Right.
It's about really changing the way people think about women's roles in society.
And they have a strong call to action, too.
Oh, what's that?
They say, help us raise funds for our humanitarian causes that empower women and transform communities together.
We can create lasting change.
It's a good reminder that we all have a role to play here.
Absolutely.
Whether we're donating,
Right.
volunteering our time, or even just spreading the word.
Even just talking about it
Yeah,
can make a difference.
absolutely. So let's see, they have a what we do section
Okay.
that outlines their main areas of focus.
Uh-huh.
And it includes
Yeah.
advancing women's human rights,
Okay.
healthcare rehabilitation and awareness, building feminist leadership,
That's cool.
expanding reproductive freedoms,
Wow.
and of course, education programs.
They really cover a lot.
They do. It's a comprehensive list.
Yeah. It shows that they understand that to truly empower women,
Yeah.
you need to address all these different challenges they're facing.
It's all interconnected.
Exactly.
And I noticed that they have annual reports going all the way back to 25/5/10/2016.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they've been at this for a while.
Almost a decade.
That's impressive, and I like that they're so transparent.
It allows people to see exactly how their donations are being used
Right.
and what kind of impact they're having.
It shows they're accountable.
Exactly.
They're not just talking about making a difference.
Yeah.
They're proving it.
And they're not afraid to show people how they're doing it.
It's really inspiring to see an organization so dedicated to transparency
For sure.
and to getting real results.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot with She Rises.
Yeah, we've covered their mission,
And crammed
the incredible work of
the
Beridutesima.
founder, right? And we even talked about the potential for their model to be used in other countries.
It's been a really interesting conversation.
Yeah, it has. Out of everything we've talked about,
Mm-hmm.
what really stands out to you the most about She Rises and what they do?
I think for me, it's their belief in the power of women.
Yeah.
Like their unwavering belief that women can transform their own lives
Mm.
and that can then lift up their communities.
Right. It's not just about giving aid.
Exactly. It's about fostering that sense of agency.
Yeah.
That feeling of self-determination that then has a ripple effect that goes way beyond the individual.
Totally. I agree with that.
And it creates a legacy that will impact future generations.
Yeah. It's really powerful.
It is. And I think the biggest takeaway for me is this.
Yeah.
Empowering women, it's not just an act of charity.
Right.
It's crucial for creating a just and equitable world. When women are given the chance to thrive,
Yeah.
whole societies benefit.
So well said. And for anyone listening who wants to learn more
Yeah.
or find ways to support She Rises, you can visit their website.
They have tons of information there.
Yeah, we'll be sure to include a link in the show notes.
And you can see how to get involved.
Exactly.
Right.
So that brings us to the end of our deep dive into She Rises Ethiopia.
Wow, that went by fast.
We hope you found it informative and inspiring.
And remember,
Yeah.
the learning doesn't stop here.
Right.
Keep exploring. Keep learning about organizations like She Rises that are doing such great work
Absolutely.
to empower women and create a better future for everyone.
Until next time,
Take care.
keep diving deep.